In today's episode of Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America, see how hands-on learning creates impact in and out of the classroom.
Taking a moment to doing something hands-on, which requires your focus and attention, it makes you really take in the world in a different way.
A town is charging up to fight an electricity transmission line project.
This absolutely cannot happen in our community.
Plus, an app that connects to inclusive spaces and an in-depth roundtable discussion about fatherhood. Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America, award-winning TV show with your hosts, Diane Strand and Scott Strand, the co-founders of JDS Studio and nonprofit JDS Creative Academy, bringing together award-winning programming with education and training. This cross-collaborative production brings you impactful stories, creative voices, and good-to-know Southern California information you need to know. Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America starts now.
Welcome to Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America. June is such a special month. We're celebrating Pride Month and Father's Day, plus June officially marks the beginning of summer.
But no matter what time of year it is, creativity and learning happen all year round. There are many different types of learning: visual, auditory, and reading and writing. But hands-on tactile learning seems to generate the most creativity and pose the most benefits. Take a look as we dive deeper into why hands-on creativity seems to resonate on both educational and personal levels.
There are four main traditional learning styles: visual, auditory, reading, and kinesthetic, more commonly known as hands-on learning. While all four are useful, it's hands-on learning that appears to have long-lasting effects.
The key differences in hands-on learning versus all of these other options that are available to some of our students is that it goes beyond just receiving information. It allows learners to actually experience concepts directly. Instead of just reading something or hearing about it, they're interacting and actively engaging with the material, which creates a deeper understanding.
Hands-on learning has been found to simultaneously stimulate multiple parts of the brain, allowing individuals to better retain information.
Science experiments are a great example of this, right? Building models are a great example of this. Any type of artwork that you're doing, or like role playing, for example. That's why when you're preparing for something, you practice it over and over and over again, right? Because that experience between, applied learning and actually physically demonstrating or going through the process helps you to better understand how to manipulate and or solve the problem. So whether you're touching, manipulating, or experiencing the information, it builds that stronger neural connection.
This style of learning is beneficial for people of all ages.
Our brains learn best through meaningful experiences. Children benefit, I believe, from active and play-based learning because it aligns with their natural curiosity, right? And anybody that's curious about anything, you're going to ask questions, right? You're going to want to be a part of the experience. And so through, a child's development, whether that's cognitive, social, emotional, or physical, they're able to engage, and not only engage with the material, but enjoy the material. I believe that adults benefit from hands-on experiences by connecting new experiences or new information to existing knowledge in real-world situations. Adults retain information more effectively when they can actively participate and apply what they are learning.
The advantages of hands-on learning and creativity also go far beyond just education.
It's super important because when you're painting or you're doing any type of creative activity, it forces you to slow down, and it really grounds you. It makes you sit down, do something different. Taking a moment to doing something hands-on, which requires your focus and attention, it makes you really take in the world in a different way.
Participating in hands-on activities like painting allows space for creativity and connection, and it's become a new popular form of self-care and wellness.
Every time I teach a class here at Pino's Palette, it's always bonding experiences. You see families getting closer together, people are making new friends, couples are hanging out and getting closer together that haven't done anything together in a long time. You get hands-on, you get creative, you get to do something new, fun, and exciting, discover new things about yourself.
Whether in a classroom or art studio, hands-on learning helps individuals turn information into meaningful experiences, which serves as a reminder that learning isn't just about words or equations. It's also about discovering the possibilities of the world around us.
When communities grow, electric companies need to meet the surging demands. But what happens when an electric company wants to build power line towers through the middle of a town? Let's find out.
Located in southwestern Riverside County, Temecula, California is known for its sweeping views and beautiful balloon-filled skies. However, that could all change with San Diego Gas and Electric's Golden Pacific PowerLink project, a plan to string extra high-voltage transmission lines between 190-foot towers and run them straight through the heart of Temecula.
These are actually running through the city in Temecula Creek, all the way through the creek and into, the hills and Santa Margarita Ecological Reserve and over the hills there. Temecula today is a $1 billion tourism economy. People moved here, businesses moved here, and wine country evolved here because of the scenic beauty and the remarkable location. Placing power lines on the size and magnitude of what they're talking about, it's 500 kV lines. That's 15 to nearly 19-story building tall. We have nothing like that to compare to in the entire valley. My other concern is for the property values. It's unfair to all of those homeowners and people who've invested their life savings into, being a part of Temecula. The other issues, which are just as consequential, we know that these towers do fall down in high winds, and we do know that the infrastructure and everything else associated with them have caused fires and incidents in the past. But also, all of the helicopters and the resources and things, if we do have a fire, which we do have them, are going to be impeded by this massive above-ground electrical infrastructure affecting their ability to respond and protect the community. Those are just the thumbnails of what we're concerned about.
The state agency that launched the project says it's needed to meet the state's energy goals and enhance the flow of electricity on the grid. But many disagree.
The modern grid, it doesn't need that. We have better options of distributed energy, microgrid, local distribution of power sources. This is antiquated technology, antiquated ways of thinking about power, and we're incentivizing SDG&E in the tune of billions of dollars to produce something that's going to be outdated the minute it's built.
The City Council of Temecula is planning to fight the project.
We did set aside a fairly substantial budget for this next fiscal year to deal with the costs of bringing in experts and attorneys and other folks to combat this.
And they're encouraging residents to make their displeasure known.
If you do have concerns about this, reach out to SDG&E. And on the City of Temecula's website, we do have a spot where you can actually submit your own comments. Let's get going, Temecula. Let's move on that and show everybody that this absolutely cannot happen in our community.
Thank you, Matt Ron, for joining us. Check out our Spirit of Innovation website for more links to keep you informed as updates unfold.
Pride Month is when we are all encouraged to focus on acceptance and equality. It's also about creating safe spaces where LGBTQ+ individuals can feel comfortable. Fortunately, these places are now a lot easier to find. Not just this month, but all the time and everywhere. Here's more.
Many of us rely on Google when researching a business to patronize, but Google won't say whether or not a business is welcoming to those who are LGBTQ+.
I traveled to 47 of the 50 states myself, and there wasn't a resource that connected me to queer-owned spaces. What came up usually was gay bars, but I always wanted to do more. I wanted to shop queer-owned. I wanted to support the local queer community. I thought of the idea of a worldwide map of queer-owned businesses.
With the help of developer Chris Redrich, Charlie launched the app Everywhere is Queer in February 2024, and it quickly grew. It's now the world's largest directory of queer-owned organizations.
We have 350,000 global app users, and we have over 22,000 queer-owned businesses listed on our platform. We have 26 different categories for those queer-owned organizations, anywhere from lawyers, bars, restaurants, home and commercial improvement, real estate agents, therapists is a very, very big category for us, hair salons, tattoo artists, photographers, event venues for your weddings and beyond.
While the app connects people to queer-owned businesses, Charlie discovered it also does so much more.
What surprised me the most about just this little idea that I had is, one, how much globally we have reached individuals. I have people DMing me on social media from all over the world saying, thank you, whether, it's illegal to be queer in their country, they're saying thank you for allowing me to have the visibility of where I could live eventually one day. I've had hundreds of people write to me how they've planned road trips across the United States, mapping out to queer-owned business, something they would have never done before.
Now, with the app's new Groups feature, even more connections are being made.
Anyone can create a group. These groups can be anything from book clubs to chess clubs to pickleball groups to running clubs. Think any group you want. Any app user can be the admin of a group. You can choose the group to be local or global. So global will be just anyone in the world will be able to join your group. The local groups are within a 20-mile radius of you. So anyone within 20-mile radius of you will see the local groups and they can join that. It's our first step into kind of the social side of our app.
At a time when many say technology is making people more isolated, it's good to know that some tech is also bringing people together in a positive way.
It's time for our Community Roundtable segment, where we hold in-depth discussions with community members who have unique perspectives on business and life. Last month, in honor of Mother's Day, I enjoyed great discussions with two incredible moms.
This month, we're doing the same with two fathers who are also very involved in our local community. Carl Fielstra is the father of 3 young adults, and Jim McLaughlin, the co-owner of Effective Action Consulting, is the father of 2 young men. Take a look. Welcome to the Community Roundtable, and it is June, which means Father's Day. And I'm lucky to have 2 friends here who are both amazing dads. So let me go right into it, you guys. We play a lot of roles when we're being fathers. So what do you feel is like your most important role as a dad?
Well, I think it's guidance and mentorship. Being a role model to my kids, trying to do the right things so that they'll learn from that.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, not doing the wrong things, and they can learn from that too.
Carl, what do you think?
I think just being there, getting out there, just sporting events. That was always the role model, how I'm being out there on the field, getting up, going to work, showing them how to do the daily stuff.
That you can kind of handle both, right? Your family life and your work life. Now, as kids get older, they all start to sort of form their own identity. So when did you feel like you maybe needed to step back a little bit and let them kind of be them?
I guess it's a little trial and error, you don't want them to go out there and embarrass themselves, but stepping back, just letting them kind of try it. I think that's what you have to do. You have to let them try it themselves.
Well, we both have girls. Jim, you don't have girls, just boys.
2 boys.
How did you feel when they were kind of becoming their own men and you're seeing like their identities come out?
I would say now he's 22 and he's on the verge of launching his career. So we're, in that zone of pushing, but letting him be himself. And how do I let him be his own man, but yet not let him make mistakes?
They have to make their own mistakes, but you don't want it to be something crucial. When it comes to emotional things like that, where your kids are going through something, difficult, how do you feel you have to handle that as a dad, as opposed to, our moms and wives, they'll rush right in, but for dads, it's a little different. Like, how do you feel you had to get through some of those moments?
The dating aspect for girls, I know it's different with the boys, right? Hurt my little daughter, I'm going to get up and protect my daughter, right? That was a tough one. Honestly, I think even with the boys, I would bring myself personally down to their level, or maybe bring up a story from, when I was younger. For us and our family, it was kind of coming down to their level, explaining how do we move on from it.
How did you feel like when your boys were going through some emotionally troubling times? How did you kind of handle that?
My approach to things is, I really just listening and really hearing what they're saying, rather than, a lot of people are just waiting to come back with their own opinion, but actually listening so that you can really get what their experience is.
Carl, what did you feel was important for you as the role model? Like, what qualities did you want them to see in you?
Fairness, for the men, being there, doing that right thing, and family time is what I wanted them to see.
What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, I wanted to share with them, or have them have a sense of adventure in life, because, life is an adventure, and whether you're choosing the adventure or it's coming at you, being able to handle it, being generous, being curious about things, being skeptical when it's necessary, being able to discern, what's right, what's wrong, what's truth and what's not, or at least to have some sense of how to figure that out.
Well, my last question would be really more, what is a really meaningful moment as a father that stands out for you, that you really remember from raising those kids?
It's always the graduation, right? Watching them at the end, getting to those 12 years and then sending them off to college.
Yeah.
Knowing that you got them there.
Yeah, it's the accomplishments like graduation that come to mind for me. All those, the things that they did that, whether I felt like I had a hand in it or not, mostly I didn't.
Thank you both for being here. Really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us on the roundtable, and we will see you next month. That was very insightful. We were having so much fun. I didn't want to stop talking.
I really liked hearing the dads' perspectives. Now, let's keep the Pride celebration going. Aryn's Corner took a trip to a nonprofit safe haven for LGBTQIA+ youth. Have a look.
Today we're here at Emily's Space in Murrieta, California. I hear they are a very supportive space for LGBTQIA+ youth and allies. I look forward to checking it out.
I had the opportunity to speak with Justin Daly, the president of Emily's Space, and Rick Hayden, the council moderator for United Church of the Valley.
Could you explain to us what Emily's Space is and how it came about?
Emily's Space is a community-based organization here in Murrieta, and it came about due to a need.
We had Dee Dee Lewis, who was a retired police officer, and the Reverend of United Church of the Valley at the time, Joe Zarro. They met at a GSA meeting and began to talk about what was needed here in the Valley, and decided that they really needed to put their heads together and come up with a drop-in center. In 2022, it was re-energized and reintroduced to the community.
Could you tell us about the different events you all organize to support young people?
Emily's Space has weekly events and quarterly events, including our big yearly event. Things like bowling, golfing, movie nights. Our most recent event was actually our yearly prom event, Pride Prom. And this event is an all-inclusive event for young folks within the area to come and, again, be able to be who they are, be themselves. We have a space amongst our Emily's Space offices that is called Julian's Closet. This is an all-inclusive space where students or young folks could come and get clothing that matches their identity, really attracting the LGBTQIA+ audience, but also allies.
It's a safe place for the youth to go, knowing that they're not going to be judged. They can just go hang out with their peers and have fun and just kind of let loose.
What makes Emily's Space different from other LGBTQIA+ organizations?
I think there's multiple points of difference. One, we're 100% volunteer ran, all local volunteers under the United Church of the Valley umbrella here in Murrieta. We appeal to the middle school and high school audience. A lot of the local high schools, and including some of the middle schools, have GSA clubs within our community, but nothing that takes them out of the school setting into the community where they could really be themselves. So this again allows us to immerse in different life experiences.
Why is it so important for LGBTQIA+ youth to have supportive space like this?
Growing up in a very similar environment, when I was 15 and I came out, we had GSA clubs. And at the time, for those that don't know, GSA was Gay Straight Alliance. And that organization is national, in fact, at this point, global. And that was a great outlet for me as a young person coming out. But over the years, not only has the community grown, there's also so much more diversity. So the ability to be in the community, engage in community events with supportive adults and a supportive community is super important.
I understand that Emily's Space was named in honor of Emily Blake, who was a talented community artist. If Emily was here right now, how proud do you think she would feel to see that this organization is reaching so many LGBTQIA+ youth?
We were close, and I know that she would be so happy. And I know from her partner, Megan, she's just happy to see that it's flourished, that it's become this really legitimate program that provides so much.
If you have any recommendations on where we should visit, send us an email at info@jdscreativeacademy.org.
As we said at the top of the show, we're officially in summer, and at JDS Studio, that means it's time for our annual Improv Script-to-Stage Summer Camp. It's going to be a fun 2 weeks filled with connection, creativity, and long-lasting memories. Take a look.
Temperatures are heating up, and that means it's time for our annual Improv Script-to-Stage Summer Camp. Join us at JDS Studio in Temecula, California, starting June 15th for a 2-week experience that campers will never forget. Led by the JDSCA team, campers will unlock their inner creatives as they become playwrights, set builders, costume designers, and the main acts in their very own show. The fun culminates with a must-see theatrical performance on June 26th. Plus, another camp joins us this summer through a partnership with the Hemet Unified School District. JDS Creative Academy will host a CTE documentary making digital media camp. These creative campers will learn the ins and outs of filmmaking as they capture the behind the scenes of our script-to-stage camp. But the creativity and learning doesn't end there. Our fall classes will be here before you know it. Join our musical theater, backstage production, filmmaking, and script writing classes for another semester of endless opportunities. Summer camp spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Enroll today. Go to jdscreativeacademy.org to secure your spot.
We're so excited for summer camp this year. Plus, we've got another special event that we're also looking forward to. Check out what Diane and I have in store with the Authority Brand Experience.
On July 10th and 11th, join media mentors Diane and Scott Strand at JDS Studio in Temecula, California, as they provide a one-of-a-kind media mega camp with the Authority Brand Experience. If you're an entrepreneur, speaker, author, coach, or creative professional looking to make your next big career move, this is the place to do it.
There really are no words to describe these two phenomenal people, and they're just remarkable and amazing team.
It's fun working with you guys. Genuinely like you, you're fun, and you always deliver.
You'll get the coaching and tools you'll need to grow your profile, build your visibility, and expand your opportunities. The Authority Brand Experience includes 3 professional headshots, 3 strategic branding photo sessions for social media, a 2-minute camera interview, exclusive B-roll content, a professionally recorded 5-minute stage talk, and so much more. Discover what it's like to be treated like a VIP and surround yourself with fellow professionals and creativepreneurs as you build connections in a true networking environment. Go to artsacrossamerica.org/mediacamp to sign up and set yourself up for success.
As a nonprofit, we work incredibly hard to provide the best opportunities for our Title 17 job training program participants and our hashtag JDSFamily, but we can't do that without your support. Our upcoming Arts Across the Academy fundraiser will be the perfect opportunity to get everyone involved. Find out more.
At JDS Creative Academy, we believe the arts are a pathway to confidence and success. Through theater, filmmaking, backstage production, and digital media, we help people of all abilities find their voice, build technical skills, develop confidence, and create pathways to workforce opportunities. And now you have that opportunity to make that impact possible. JDS Studio is proud to present the Arts Across the Academy fundraiser. Inspired by the Laughs on the Spectrum fundraiser event presented by Autism and Entertainment and Spectrum Laboratory, JDS Creative Academy is hosting its own unique one-night-only event on August 21st. Come and watch as participants from our Title 17 job training program and students from our extracurricular creative classes entertain you with a variety of creative acts. Come celebrate creativity, community, and the accomplishments of our JDS family through an evening of entertainment, inspiration, and artistic expression. Your support helps provide scholarships, educational programs, workforce training, equipment, and creative opportunities that empower individuals to reach their full potential. If you can't make it in person, you can still donate by going to jdscreativeacademy.org/donation. Together, we can make a difference. Because when you invest in the arts, you invest in people. And when you invest in people, you invest in the future.
Before we go, enjoy this art moment featuring art inspired by Pride Month. Well, that's it for this episode.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time,
SOI out.